Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Gebo the Shaman, and today we have a comment that I am responding to, which I don't like comments, I like your questions, and I like your honest feelings. So if you ever want to, interact with me, one, sharing your honest feelings would be greatly appreciated, and two, your questions, your honest questions about your life and things that have to do with your life instead of other people and things like that. So, the question today is, let me see. So this was a question left by Positive Hopeful on my transformation story from depressed and disabled to energized and empowered. That was the video that this comment was on. And he says, Positive Hopeful says, Gebo, please make a video from a third world poverty perspective. Let me just stop you there. Do I have any perspective on third world poverty? No, because that's not where I grew up. Like, I can't make a video from that perspective. I can only make a video from my perspective, and it kind of rubbed me the wrong way, to be honest. Because I'm like, well, whoa. What he's really trying to say is that, well, we'll get into the comment here, but yeah. So, Gabo, please make a video from a third world poverty perspective. So first of all, that's not how this works. Was I born in a third world country? Was I born into poverty? In a third world country that doesn't have the resources that I have? No. I wasn't born into that life. So the second thing that we're going to establish here is, don't talk about other people. Talk about yourself. Talk about your own feelings. That'll get you much more. That'll get you much further with me than talking about the perspective of people who are poor in a third world country. What bearing or relevance does that have to your life? How can I help you? That's what this is about. Okay. Let's see. Disability payments and therapy are not available to poor Indians or poor Congolese people. Period. Okay. Disability payments and therapy are not available to poor Indians and poor Congolese people. Okay, so so first of all, let's talk about you. And you're basically kind of missing the forest through the trees here. You're missing my whole point. You're missing everything that I was talking about. It's not about the disability payments. The disability payments didn't do jack shit to help me. To help me live a better life. Sure, they helped provide for my, physical well-being and physical resources like my food and things like that. But the whole point of that video, my transformation story, was to say that even if you grow up in a shitty environment, even if you grow up, poor and disabled and whatever, there's still hope. You can make the best out of your life if you choose to. So don't give me this bullshit about, oh, poor people in India don't have disability payments. Okay. So, are you them? Are you them? Or what relevance does that have in your life? Because you're basically what you're doing is you're unconsciously, and I can see it. I've been doing qigong and doing other stuff long enough to get a sense of when people are unconscious. So your real unconscious beef with me is due to you just can't see that no matter how bad I had it, I'm making the best of my circumstances. And you are still stuck in your damn victim mentality. And you think, oh, what about the poor people in India? What about them? What about them? No. Stop. What about you? Because this is about you. This is really about you. Okay? So, we can talk about the poor people of India. We could talk about the disabled people, whatever. Okay? And yeah. So, the point is, don't shit on me and my struggles just because I have it better than some people. Because that's really what this is. I'm saying that I have it really bad. Like, I have a disability. I have, real shit in my life, real struggles in my life. And the whole damn point of that video was, if I can make it out of that, so can you. But that just, whoop, right over your head. So don't come to me with that. Really, this is about you. And, you say disability payments and therapy are not available to poor Indians and whatever. You say if they don't have the money, how would they invest in online services? It's not about investing in online services, it's about investing in yourself. It's about making the commitment that I'm going to do whatever the fuck it takes, come hell or high water, I will make the best of my life. I'm not going to let anybody tell me that I'm a victim. I'm not going to let anybody tell me that I can't do it. Because I have just as much of a capability to make it, to become successful, to do everything in my life as you do, as Bill Gates does, as President Biden does, as anybody else does. Everybody has the same capability to make the most out of their lives. Will there be struggles? Fuck yeah, there will be. But, that's part of life. So, we can all say, but look, that person has it worse. But look, that person has it worse. That person even has it worse because they're missing limbs and they're starving to death. At the end of the day, you're only responsible for yourself. And your question really comes down to your own victim mentality. So that's the focus. So let's continue. Okay, let's see. Many of these people can't even get 3 meals a day. let alone the ability to pay for video games or go to restaurants or like in the developed West. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Yeah. And like I said, there always will be people who have it better and people who have it worse. Okay? And they're not victims. I refuse to believe that they're victims. Because you know what it comes down to is if I say, "Oh, you're such a poor victim. You can't do anything for yourself, can you?" That's me talking down to you. That's me claiming my superiority over you. I don't do that shit. Do you know how demeaning it is to talk down to somebody? Like, "Oh, because you're so poor and you can't you have a disability, like you can't do anything in life." Where where is the room for growth? Where is the room for, like, you know, for empowerment? Because basically by saying that certain people can't do certain things, you're disempowering them. You're taking all the power and sovereignty away from them. And so even though you know, get on your moral high horse and say, "Look how, you know, how how good of a person I am because I'm giving to people who need it, and I'm whatever, you know, and I'm helping people out and whatever." And it's just like, okay, but at the same time you're robbing them of their own sovereignty, their own empowerment. So, and I'm not saying that you're doing this, but it kind of gives that feeling to me. So, let's see. Yeah, playing video games and going to restaurants, those are. It's like, so what? I was admittedly obsessed with video games for the first part of my life. Did it do anything to help me? No. So fucking what? So what? People have video games, okay, that's great. Does it actually help their lives? No. Okay, so yes, people will always have more than other people. That's just life. So um let's see. Maybe a more universalist approach would be better. First world people have access to so much good stuff, unlike the rest of the world. Well, I thought my approach was pretty damn universalist. I mean, because here I am saying how bad I had it. Like, you know, sure, I don't have it as bad as other people, and that's always going to be a thing. So don't shit on my, you know, on my struggles just because other people have it worse. There's always going to be people who have it worse and people who have it better. So really, this is about you. And you're basically, what you're doing is you're projecting your own helplessness onto other people. The poor Indians, the poor disabled Indians, right? Because that's how you think of yourself. You think of yourself as someone who can't do it. You think of yourself as someone who's less than, someone who's a victim, someone who can't achieve anything in life. And So there's a million excuses to feel like a victim, like I said in that video. There's a million excuses to, claim that you can't do it, that, oh, poor me, but really, you want to know the most universalist message of all? You are God. You are everything. You are the universe. Your soul is infinite. Therefore, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. And nobody can say that you can't. I made it happen. So can you. So really, you're unconsciously shitting all over my struggles, basically. That's okay. I get it. I mean, it's kind of rude and offends me, but whatever. There's always going to be someone who has it worse than you. But really, you have no responsibility for anyone else in this world but you. The whole world is a projection, so if you're seeing helpless victims everywhere, you think of yourself as a helpless victim. And there are plenty of free resources, but that's not really what this is about. There's free therapy online. You're telling me that, anyway, I'm not gonna get into that with you. Basic message is, if you are determined to find a way to make your life better, then you will find a way. There's no, oh, the universe doesn't care about where you come from. The universe cares about your passion, about your drive to do better in life. The universe doesn't say, oh, you grew up in a poor town in India with no legs and no arms, and you can't you can't afford to feed yourself and all that. Then I'm just not gonna help you. No help from me. No. That's not what the universe does. That's not how the universe works. When the universe sees you trying to put in effort towards something, it says, oh, he's actually going towards what he wants to do in life. That's awesome. Here you go. Here's some resources. Here's a date. Here's whatever. In fact, I just got done with a free meeting that I go to every week. I'm not going to disclose the name of the group, but basically it is a free meeting where people come together to support each other. So your whole fallacy of there's no free therapy, there's no free help, there's no it's impossible for people to do better in life. That's just false. I refuse to believe that. Because there is, and there's people out there who are determined to help people who are poor and struggling and things like that. There's people out there who want to help people like that, and that's what makes them happy. Some people are just driven to really help each other or help those in need. And that's great because we need people like that in this world. But nobody is forced to help anybody else. Nobody is a victim. We are all infinite souls. We are all God. And some people come here to experience some horrific shit. I will say that. They do. there's stuff that I can't even say on YouTube that people have experienced, and I know there's like real tragedies, okay? And my friend, positive hopeful, you are only responsible for you in this life. And your question, even though it seems like it's, you're trying to be, well, really it's passive aggressive, but really you're trying to virtue signal and say and claim, like, see how all these people are poor and unhelped and all this stuff. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I see that. Yep. And that's their choice. Like I said in the video, I choose to believe that this reality, my life, how I manifested it, is all my choice. From a soul level. I wasn't conscious of it at the time of my birth, but or before that, but I choose to see things as a conscious choice that my soul made before I came here. Being born with a disability, being born poor, being born needing assistance. Believe you me, I wish I didn't need assistance. I wish I didn't need therapy. I wish I didn't need, support groups and all this shit. I wish I was happy and healthy and but that's just not the case. And my friend, we've spoken before, and my friend, you have a lot more to be grateful for than I do. You have a functional body. You have 2 perfectly working eyes. You have an endocrine system that functions great. You can do whatever the hell you want to do in life. There's nothing stopping you. So that's my message, is throughout, regardless of the hardships and the shit in life that we all go through, so what? You can accomplish what you want to accomplish in this life. There's nobody holding you back but you. And so your determination will be rewarded by the universe. So there's my universalist perspective. There are no victims. And you can either choose to believe that, as I do, because it is empowering for me, or you can choose to say, you know what, I'm a victim and there is no hope and I'm screwed and life is meaningless and, there's poverty and misery and despair and, all this bad shit around me. And there's nothing I can do about it. You could say that. Or you can say, I've had my struggles, as we all have. And you can say, but you know what? Come hell or high water, I'm gonna make the best of this life, no matter what. There are no excuses. Because you know what? The truth is, I lived in that state for a long time, where I thought, I kept on coming up with excuses. My mom did this to me. My dad did this to me. Why did I grow up with a disability? Why did I grow up blind, visually impaired? Who fucking cares? You have right now this moment, this very moment, are you going to spend that moment in victim mentality, or are you going to spend it in a state of uncomfortability but empowerment? Because empowerment and the mentality that you can do whatever the hell you want to do, that's like, wait, I can do anything? Anything is possible, so why have I been choosing this shitty victim mentality my whole life, you know? So, anyway, I think that's all I wanted to say, but yeah. But really, take a look at yourself. I mean, it's uncomfortable, yeah, and every time my teacher points out my own stuff against me, it's fucking uncomfortable, and I don't like it, and I want to run away from it. But guess what? This is how we learn, by facing our uncomfortable stuff, our uncomfortable projections and introjections and things like that. So everybody's, there's always someone who's going to have it worse than you, yeah. And there's always someone who is going to have it better. Yes, this is true. But you can either say, oh, they have it so much better than me. Why do I get the shitty end of the stick? Why do I have to go through these struggles? I'm powerless to overcome anything in my life. And the universe just goes, okay, if that's what you want to believe, you'll get no help from me. But when you say, I can do anything, I can accomplish anything, I'm going to make myself the happiest fucking person alive and do whatever the hell it takes to do that, come hell or high water. Then the universe goes, holy crap, he has some balls. Let's help him. Let's give him some encouragement, some reinforcement for that. That's how the universe works. So the universe is like the perfect mother. You come to her crying, complaining, screaming, and telling her you want a cookie. She says, nope, you're not gonna get it. Not with that attitude. Not with coming to me like you're helpless and a victim and you deserve something that you haven't earned. No. But when you say, okay, when you get over that and you're like, okay, well, you do something to make her want to give you a cookie, then she'll give you a cookie, It's one of those things. So yeah, people are responsible for their own lives. You're responsible for your life. I am responsible for my life, my friend. And I'm responsible for my actions and nobody else's. And you're responsible for your actions and nobody else's. So do I have sympathy for people who have it worse than me? Of course. Yes. That's a natural human reaction to feel, to feel sad for those people who don't have the resources and stuff. But, and you could take action on that. You could say, oh, here, let's give them resources. Let's help them. Okay, that would be a constructive action if you were drawn to do so. But I'm like, yeah, I know. I know there's people who are in severe suffering. And I know that there's people who are like rich and miserable, but poor and happy. That's a possibility too, my friend. So yeah, you know, but I'm not responsible for anyone else's actions. I'm not responsible for helping anybody else. I'm only responsible for helping myself. And that's what I'm doing. And the way that I give back is by teaching. So, my method is bitter medicine, and you might not like this, but, you know, you gotta purge the shit out of you in order to heal. So, take that as you will. Alright, guys, I think I'm done here. So, thanks for watching, and we'll oh yeah, click on my links, give me money. Yeah, give me money. I have the Qigong course here. I have the transformation course right here. If you want a Vedic astrology reading, you can give me money at vincent.thunderwizard.com. You can also give me money for distance energy healing at Gabo the Shaman, or Linktree/Gabo the Shaman. You can also give me money for coaching, counseling, career coaching, life coaching, all that good stuff. Give me money there at Linktree/Gabo the Shaman. You can give me money for supporting you through your emotions too, as I am a support group facilitator. Go to Linktree/Gabo the Shaman. And of course, the energy work courses, the self-transformation challenge, and the cosmic qigong. If you guys really want to know how I made this transformation, because it wasn't an easy fucking transformation, I'll tell you that right now. It wasn't easy. I might make it look easy on here, but yeah, it involved a lot of suffering, a lot of emotions to go through. So no victims. There are no victims. Grow the fuck up, okay? Alright, guys, that's about it. I will talk to you later. Peace.